The Constitution provides President can declare a state of emergency in 2 circumstances. Now I believe Gambia security is at risk for invasion. He has a right. Constitutional as it can last for 2 weeks.
Yéen ñëpp gis ngeen ne dañu oote ne nañ ànd soppi nguur gi fi nekkoon. Loolu pexe la. Parti yi bokkuñu xalaat bokkuñu jubluwaay lii pexe la rek pour génnee ngu réew ci loxo benn nit te jubluwaay bi mooy won ne fexe nag nit ñi moom réew mi ne nañu ànd ci xel ñu tabaxaat réew mi.
Tegabi, you want to be humble and everything. Why you are not an ordinary minister in this cabinet? That's true. Because you are head of the UDP, you are like a father figure to most of the... It's the fact. Whether mom accept or not, so the point is, because of that prominence the baro def la consult or legi yow ya de yobu ay nit ci baro pour mu appoint lolu moy lacté dal li mo am.
President Adama dafa am mandate. Because Gambians choose. Ne na liggéey réew mi. Mu tànn ay nit ñu liggéey ak moom man ci ñooñ la bokka ma ngi liggéey ak moom
ngaje ko ade mela ay mol ay tiñarol minke Gambia jang mol ka woleta ka foko APRC fananda do tiñaro to la alle mustade le so ka APRC ta kala image de da kotenge isaje fo Gambenol kotenge si la pati ni la kotenge.
No yalon say you are putting me in a funny position. Ka fo do kam do ni fa de ko bita jahannam ni kala te ko kala
ñu ngi leen di dalal ci gis-gisi tey bi gis-gisi tey bi nag dañoo waxtaanee about li nga xam ne mooy maanaam New Gambia dañ bëgg a xool lu bëri lu nekk di xaw ci jamono bi of course ñu ngi gis recently Madi Jobaate ñu ngi ko téye tamit amoon na time docteur Ismaila Cissé ñu ngi ko téye ak ñeneen ak ñeneen ñoo xam ne ñu ngi leen ci téye ci kaw loo xam ne mooy dañ doon maanaam voice out li nga xam ne mooy seen opinion because citizen la moo tax tey ñu ñëw pour waxtaanee loolu because loolu moo tax gis-gis taxaw su ko defee loolu tam dinañ waxtaanee affaire yi li nga xam ne mooy security side of course we know ne economic still ñu ngi ci Gambie bi loolu yëpp dinañ ci waxtaanee dinañ indi tamit nawet because fu mu nekk nii lot of people ñu ngi complain about nawet ne problème yi maanaam ndox ak tamit li nga xam ne mooy electricity of course nit ñaa ngi ko jànkonteel bu baax moo tax nag tey may am of course suma panelists yi tey amuñ guest so dañoo just go ahead and then waxtaan ci biir 1 hour bi so I will start with Daba Malik dama start ak yow just Dr. Ismaila Cissé nekkoon na panelist Giss Giss of course and there was a time you on program on TV and then we grand interview to benn journalist mu doon wax ne Barrow dafa war a bàyyi xel li nga xam ne mooy security bi of course ñu gis Madi Jobaate tam mu génn dees yi di wax about Haruna Jatta ak tam ñum Dabo mais seen dee gisuñ kenn génn wax nit ñi lu leer ci loolu noonu la nga am pour jàngat lii yëpp Madi Jobaate téye nañ ko mu ngi war a dem court of course ñu Gambia bu noonu séentu ñu bëri lu noonu séentu gisatuñ ko sub view about this ak tamit nguuri ko
ok jërëjëf issue Madi bi su ma nekkoon IG ndax dinaa ko invite pour question ko dinaa ko doon invite waaye nag dinaa ko charge no I don't think ne dinaa ko charge parce que nga dëgg bi moo nekk laaj tam foog ñu waxante dëgg suñu biir suñu remember Haruna Jatta time bu issue bi amoon few people ñoo jógoon ñu taxaw with Haruna and because most of the people ñu ko gisee woon was APRC la for the people Jolai and a lot of things were said. Some of the people tell you again that they used to the Arona, so sort of back to what they posted during the time. Hamga, same tone will change again. So nah, then you rajal they Arona put the politics. For me, I think no, it's you know it's too disrespectful for family. The ñep xam nañ ne nekkul ne Gambian security forces ñoo rey Haruna Jatta. He was killed by economic forces, allegedly killed by economic forces. So economic naka la ñëwee Gambia ban diplomatic agreement la Gambia am ak ECOWAS ba ñëw fii nii. You know, su nekkee ne diplomatic status la gaay amee Gambia government du mun a prosecute ñu noonu maybe lu mun a happen moo nekk like gaay def fenn laa blame government mooy at least war nañoo mun a pay consequence to the family métti lu naxar lu dal Haruna and then show regret ak remorse ba pare try to support the family parce que moom tamit su nekkee moo nekk breadwinner of the family mu ngi bàyyi njaboot I think it was important that government check naka lañ mën a supporter family bi wan nañ tamit ne ñi ko def lii moo leen fi ici te agreement bi lañ am lii moo tax duñ leen mën a prosecute because diplomate doo ko doon mën a prosecute si biir dëkk foog nga dooloo ko dëkkaam ne bi ñooñu suñ ko discipline ko waaye I think they need to come out and speak to Gambians wax ñu investigate ñu fan la toll ok tout bu Keba Seka ki ko rey is the alleged killer ne ñu ne police la and I think he's arrested police yi def nañ investigation he's charged mu ngay dem court so I think at least boobu maybe jël na time it's slow but at least something is being done understand nga case bi mu ngay dem court so ñu bàyyi ñu seet naka la court bi di mujjee ndax dañoo seet police boobu free o dañ ko teg si yoon
so lu ma bëgg a wax si gàttal na nga gisee nguuri Barrow with regard ñu ngi gis des lot of not only Giss Giss gis nañ viewpoint on QTV tamit Giss Giss on GRTS there was a time ñu seen so ñu génne programme because of the interview nit koo xam ne was a top guy si government bi and viewpoint bi tamit so sa gis-gis si nguuri Barrow ndax yow fu mu nekk nii dañ la disappoint
no disappoint to tell you the truth I'm not disappointed dëgg bi moo nekk like ne man gëm naa ne man su lu ma gëm laa la wax de Gambia mënut a delluwaat to dictatorship you understand so nit yi ku nekk am nga sa opinion mën ngaa wax ni la nee but Adama Barrow fu mu toog si tuugam bi sax xam ne mënut a delloo Gambia dictatorship you understand so loolu nit yi seen bopp di koy waaye tamit nag suñu bëggee build up démocratie look nañ waxante dëgg nañ bàyyi di ndugoo affaire activisme wala politics di wax loo xam ne nii yow amuloo fenn foo ko teg su nekkee ne man dama nekk activiste lu ma neex ma wax duñ ma mun a oo nañ fi Mama Kandeh oo nañ fi Dr. Cissé oo nañ fi keneen ak keneen last time bi oo nañ fi Rambo is Madi Jobaate better than those people or ndax ma leen gën a nekkam he is more of a Gambian than those people no you understand man li ma wax moo nekk like police suñu demee ku gars yi suspect ne da nga wax loo xam ne wala da nga def loo xam ne waruloo koo def police yi am nañu right pour call la in soo ñëwee ñoom nañ la laajte ñoom police lu ñu war a moytu mooy ñu téye nit ki ba pare dem ba yóbbu la ko dem ba si digga bi ñu génnee ñu withdraw case bi wala ñu dem ñu lose case su yàggee loolu ñu seen credibility la moo yaa and loolu I think is up to the police command pour ñu xool loolu waaye pour wax ne like people can hide behind ne yooyu dañ ñu ngi ragal ñu ngi delluwaat dictatorship pour ku nekk taxaw wax ñu la ne I don't think dëkkat noonu la moo demee ba pare doomu réew bi yëpp a am si loi if Dr. Cissé can be called in if Mama Kandeh can be called in if Rambo can be called in I see no other person su dëkkat bi fii non waxuma ne is okay li ma wax dafa clair dama ne if I was the IG ndax dinaa ko invite ma call ko parce que am na wax yu mu wax yoo xam ne nii du dëgg nañ wax dëgg rek no what I'm saying is police am nañu right suñ déggee dara oo ñu am suspicion xam nga police evidence bu information bu gaay dem man du ma ko am yow doo ko am they have a right to call anybody in lu bon mooy ñu charge la on flimsy charges yoo xam ne nii amuñ benn evidence pour substantiate those charges loolu moo doon loolu la police war a bàyyi waaye pour wax nga oo nit call la in for interrogation they have a right to do that parce que foog ñu dëgëral loolu noonu ku nekk tam ñu xam because citizens si am nañ role pour play the police also they have a role to play but suñu bëggee wax ne because of the build democracy or dañ jógee si dictatorship so anybody can say whatever you want to say police amuñ right pour call la in then Gambia then fan la ñoo dem
sa gis-gis rek sa gis-gis dem nga jox sa opinion
ma dem suma gis-gis on that dañ am dëj si réew mi dëj bu mag sama pare sera banko kam na alfaba almamo karandir la mudir Cheikh Ahmed Bandin Dramé ale wala min dino doya kunun be sama kontonna Gambia dimo be molbe kontonna sama la tundo kam anin misil be bankol be kam because Cheikh Ahmed Bandin Dramé masha Allah yiri bale na banko kam dino la kuwoto na yala kuwoto nya bon suma gira batamen wala wala doko men ke dino to jade fama e doko men ke dino to janka karambungol lo ka jamangol lo ka karambingol fasa abe pour ka dino me yalon ko ala dino len pour ka fasa ay doko men ke alhamdulillah man ke dino damate in terms of education and scholarship generally because karamo karawalati yake arab kamala yake angale kamala abe kanyanta kon ñu ngi send suñ condolences family ñu ngi jaale di family of the Sheikh Ahmed Bandin Dramé Supreme Islamic Council Rawdatul Majalis ak umma bi yëpp kilifa bu mag la nga xam ne li mu defar réew mi da mënuñ koo fay. si yëfi schools. si yëfi diine. macha allah yal na ko yàlla yërëm di
Of course. I think Lolo is very important because that is very good. So now for meet and he is very humble. While nañu back ci waxtaan yi Mr. Sabally. Situation bi
am nga dafa bi moo wax maa ngi ree Dr. Cissé luñ ko oo is wrong wala luñ ko oo Mama Kandeh luñ ko oo for questioning is wrong wala luñ ko oo I mean Rambo Fa Bakary is all yëfi mbojo la I mean yëfi maa tey la bi nga xam ne I mean it even makes this government cheap man I believe in the rule of law I believe ne comme Daba lim wax ku def dara police yi am nañ right pour oola waaye police yi war nañoo mën a am discretion I mean you proceed with prudence this is not a government that just sprung out of nowhere. We have a background. Yeah, Mama Kofi Gena Muna defend, but his human rights record was poor. I mean, yefi oppression yefi RSE, yefi seizing the people's right to speak. That's one of the most important elements of the campaign to boot out Jammeh. So we cannot have a president, he didn't even struggle to get this position. You take the Gundu Hatal and Toroha. It's wrong, it's unjustifiable. Look, Madi, everybody knows, man, I'm not Madi's friend. You know, man, I don't like what he does. Sometimes I even feel maybe he's on the payroll of Masihud Dajjal, the Antichrist. But he has the right to speak. He's a Gambian.
Okay.
And whether you love or hate Madi, he contributed towards the change, bigger hamne, Lindsay Bugon Moi, freedom of expression, democracy, human rights. Man, I disagree with Madi on almost everything, but I respect his right to speak out. And Madi, to his credit, man, you ma ko de gis muy wax, musuma gis muy def anything li nga xam ne a deliberate attempt to break the law. Musuma ko gis. So why? Ba nga xam ne lu si gën a naxaat. Police am nañ right pour oo ko, police am nañ right.
Exactly.
Look, these are Jammeh tactics. Even though he's being charged, you say, hey, Jammeh law.
Well,
it's wrong. What is wrong? It's wrong. No, that's my false publication.
Definitely.
Ni talk na fi mo ne dafa talk 3 years. Mu talk mu renege on that. Xamone na ne lu mu doon wax du dëgg. Why was he not charged for false publication?
Okay. That's right.
We had a $35 million scandal here. Why was the first lady not called for questioning? Why was the FAB executive CEO not called for questioning? And many other things. The Faraba incident. Young Gambians were killed here, broad daylight, cold-blooded murder. Better than again, young Emmanuel Diouf tell you them talk for you why he becomes homosexual nonsense. You know, look, Madi man is not my friend, but he's a citizen, and we may have different views. Why, when it comes to the truth, let's speak it. The government, they don't waste time in Madi.
Okay.
Man go na the case between win. Why they don't waste time? I'm right now made of GoFundMe. He would use it. Did not waste his time. That's not the essence of democracy. Man Madi should definitely look one fee. You arrest ko. Man Madi get title government.
Okay.
Why be mom?
Okay. You're looking at the environment. Born icon GRS, young in icon of D. Of course. Young in icon head.
Not fun icon man my job.
Yeah, I think it's very important. Man, I think I have to disclose this. There are many people who have Hamun Sabally really. Well, Munga Amsa attitudes like but Sabally Bofan Jares, don't really support young people. And the reason why I'm here is because of you, honestly. And many people are proud of you. So yeah, I'm so proud of you. What I saw you using on day So then you Sabally Bonekon Jares Yang Nikon DG for Observer, Yang Fanekon Head. Right now you Giss with the image of so many private TVs, Star TV, Paradise TV and all these TVs. And that film, Borough government right now, they put pressure on these private TVs because on TV they know the challenge government.
It's obvious that there is censorship in this country.
Self-censorship.
Yeah, not only direct government censorship. You know how many house in the cabinet? Run all the government institutions. There was a meeting called at GRTS. The one reporter seen if you report anything that's against government, then I was shocked. Even time Yaya def indirect censorship. The Nalafa tech show Yaya buy a helinga by put all staff meeting. The threatening reporters Arama Boromonika def leafy. Why Ibrahim Silla Umman Mofi he showed the seeds of censorship in this country. And it's a big shame on him, knowing what he went through allegedly. during the Jammeh era nga ñëw fii just because you think ne everything is cool and dandy.
well si la lu mu job yëpp pour moom la moom lu mu doon def yëpp pour moom la rek tey nu mu nekkee ministre.
yeah so censorship it's not self-censorship. I knew in the beginning man musoon naa waa yëfi sel loolu mu fa woon waaye léegi is direct censorship. Sadio Brito's ouster from QTV. Lolu, it was Mohamed Dia playing his games to please Barrow because Hamlet Barrow to entertain freedom of expression. Lolu regular. You know, and this is bad. Like, hey, look, Tiny Jammeh, I brought in these kids on the poetry slam thing. Look for don't wah. This mad detainee at NIA, Samuel Diallo, then former ambassador, never have in the detain fee. But we tried even on the Jammeh. We have GRTS who is watching GRTS now? Nobody, because they are like they are even worse than when they were on the Jammeh. First time when you learn that is in your G for when you worked and debate for.
An opinion.
So they're rolling back the games in freedom of expression. Why?
Slowly sir.
Agree na dawa tuti. Whatever Barrow's intentions. Dictatorship to be amatic, inshallah.
Okay, Nene Fredas, comments. Sa Giss Giss chi situation in Madi Jobati. Of course, you want to see police station. Which one? I want the Kani Femila or Kairawa? Was it Kairawa?
No, at Kairawa police station.
Kairawa. So,
yeah.
Now, can you explain a lot of Giss Actamid's opinion regarding the situation?
Well, I cannot agree more with Daba and Sabali. The action is wrong itself. The act is wrong because, come to think about it, after 22 years, and one of the key things, your Hamne, a lot of people have suffered, a lot of people have gone to jail, a lot of people have been exiled, was because of this freedom of expression. You know, having the freedom to speak your mind, having the freedom to see things that are not right in your own opinion and talk against it and speak against it. Those were the key things. And to come back now, people being victims of the same thing, it just takes us back, you know, to a very dark place. It takes our memories back to a situation, to moments that myself, I thought maybe we will never go back there. You know, it's not a good thing. But then again, like Sabali said, love Madi or hate him, he speaks his mind. And Madi is one person called Hamne. He speaks based on issues that are the happenings, not because Madi speaks on everything. Exactly. One thing doko fault ne okay, dafa partisan or dafa bias, because he speaks on every issue that affects everybody. Whether you are his friend or you are not his friend, you love him, you don't love him, he speaks on everything. That was one thing I respect him for. But at the end of the day, when I look at it like, you know what, the government, they're trying to distract people from the real issues, you know, so that they can have more time to concentrate on their dubious actions, on the corrupt practices that they are doing recently. That's why they bring in these things. They know right now the youths are so close to each other. They know that issues that are affecting youths. They know the issues that are close to the hearts of the youths. So now they're like, okay, we will do these things to distract them. Because somebody like Mahdi Jabate is a key figure. Everybody knows him. He's an activist. He speaks on things. So if you touch Mahdi, obviously all the youths, because you know we've been talking about the youth council man Lamin Diba earlier on, you know, but then it did not get a lot of buzz and all that. They thought, okay, maybe this one is not distracting them too much. You know what? Let's honestly, this one is not distracting too much. You know what? Let's look at a big fish. And then they were like, okay, we've touched Dr. Cisse the last time, and that's, you know, an old thing. Who else do we go after? Maybe, you know, maybe Sabali, you know, has a big mouth and speaks, and if we touch Sabali, you know, we might go down so easily. Okay, what do we do? Oh, let's do Mahdi. You know what? You understand? Yeah?
Can't catch him.
Can't catch him, exactly. Sabali can't catch him, you know. So let's do Mahdi Jabate, and then you go after Mahdi Jabate and charge him for. And again, the thing is, false publication. Yeah. What is false in that? Exactly. That's my question. What is false in that? Because we all know Haruna Jatta was killed. They talked about a report and investigation. Has anybody seen a report? No. I mean, the guy that was killed, detained at the anti-crime unit, has anybody seen a report? No. The student, yes, court case is ongoing, but then there are certain court cases you have they put a lot of emphasis on it and they speed it up because it's of interest to them. But then and then the thing is dragging. Why should it drag? Because it was a clear cut case. Why should it drag this long? So if Mahdi feels like, okay, I will come and remind people of all these things, because for other countries, we have those same issues happening in our country. We will fight for everybody, for everything, for all countries, the whole world, not only outside or whatever. And that's what Mahdi was doing. And he was granted a permit. It was a legal protest or whatever. So what is the false publication here? So Manimako said that everybody, let's not be distracted. Let's be 10 steps ahead of them. Let's understand their game plans and then be smart and tackle it very, very well. Let's not be distracted because the issues are huge. Government focus on the things that are priority for the Gambians, it's a lot. Okay. So for them to expend our taxpayers' money on these police officers to charge an innocent man who spoke his mind, who spoke the right thing, the correct thing, that he was charged for false publication. I mean, it's pit bottom low for this government. Okay. I'm not surprised though. But then again, like Daba say, they're trying to silence people, but we are saying no, we will not be silenced anymore. That is a thing of the past. Okay. We are awakened, we are aware, we are sensitized, and we are ready to tackle these things. Okay, they're not going to work. They won't work. They have failed.
Before I move to Rafi, now I'm going to see police now because we have a lot of young people. They're very smart, and then you have sober. The likes of James Manga and then Farmers and a lot of them. Do you think they're not denying any change?
No, my thing is, as individuals, I know them, I have hope, I trust them. But then they're not working on their own capacity. They're working on in an institution which has failed. Yeah. They're working in an institution which is corrupted. They're working in an institution which is remote control. They're working for an institution that they don't have a mind of their own. So that is my problem. I have a lot of police friends from all the way to Yankoba Sonko. Exactly, man. The institution is my problem, not the individuals. Because somebody like you mentioned, Manga is a straightforward and a level-headed guy. Yeah. I'm sure that if he had the power and the chance to do a lot of things, he will do it right. Because he's a youth, he mingles with the youth, he socializes with the youth, he knows most of the issues. But does he have the power to do that? No. Okay. So it's the institution that we have to direct on.
Okay. You know what's going on? I think the police situation, like, man, I'm a fan of the Gambia police force, and that has not changed. They do their errors, I criticize them. I am a fan of the Gambia police force. They've been working under very tough situations from the Jammeh era to date. But what I check about the police is the situation of the contract of the IGP. I think this is one of the issues here. There is info that the foreigner retire and you want to renew a contract. So maybe on this pendulum situation, that makes his situation very tricky.
Well, when you renew contract, as if he's the only competent guy.
You don't understand where I'm going to. He's put in a situation where he's vulnerable, so so these are issues we need to look at also, so we get strengthened institutions. Okay. Because this issue is not even out there for debate, but it's an issue at the police right now.
Rafi Jap, sir, Giss see situation ni Mahdi Jobate, Dr. Sisters are brother, you guys are always together. Langam Purwa about this.
Manduma Purwa moy lui happen is very sad. Nyom lu def ci moy they will end up making Mahdi a hero of international proportions. Because right now, yow deka bo xamne ñun li lepp la ñun xé pour gédé ko fi. And then nga jël that same law bo xamne bara muso nañu remandé bu len faté loi ya jabe ma nga amé loi ba légui mën na ko use. So it seems that when he was saying those things, not on the channel, he was going to do it. So I don't agree with what Daba said. Yes, we are in a democracy, and that's democracy. As long as inside the law of violence, stuff. Yes, but come on, policy was very simple. They have a PRO department. They just go and put a statement and debunk. It's simple as that. But they use the same thing. False information. False information. Then just false information arrested because of Kabara information. Exile. You not actually read, you not touch it because of this false information living. then go scratch in laws. The law doesn't belong to the statute books right now. That belongs in the history. That belongs in the garbage. And now you want to take that same law that will apply to governments. Then it means we never Giss Giss we have to be very mindful because whatever we say, we have to back. Maybe we have to be very mindful because of living along they are happy with it. They're gonna call us for questioning. Yeah, but man, everybody who knows me knows I'm a strong advocate for freedom of speech. Man, remember when you def Gambia service. Man, Gambia has for freedom of speech. Bubla wahon see video because I really believe in that. Man, never believe in it. Danga am right because this now so do you opportunity to express more what those are not passive because they want attention because need guy talk danger that they danger. It's not good for our society. We have to be able to even say what we want, but let's agree to disagree. Man, interview am joxe. It is very shocking. Man, gisuma fofu lan mo fa nek lu factual. Fofu lu mo hit dafa happen in Gambia. Gis nañ fi gaay yi ñu reey ñun dégguñ ben report dëkk dara. Xana bi ma la gis ne kesi boy bu drug squad bi dañu wone do sa ko di ma la ko do gis code. But bala lolu ñu ñu jëgë dara awalu. Nobody heard about it. So this issue of all it mu ñew with comme jamm ñu def ñu all la ñew ya nga fone leneen la neka ñu ne la bira statement that you know the whole thing ñu ko defé ñun loolu lañ fi génnee Gambia loolu lañ bëggatul mu am fi su fi nit waxee dara loo xam ne is against policy na policy seen PR department bi all those thousands or hundreds of thousands or whatever lu ñu leen a fay pour am department boobu noonu that department is meant for that pour wan nit yi loo xam ne is not right nañ bi naa ne waa maa di waxoon na lii ak lii ak lii wante lii ak lii boo xew lii ak lii boo xew that's what dafa in any civilized country waaye nga jóg nga jógee interview police jël la dina arrest gis nga case boobu noonu we will all stand behind Madi.
I will stand by him.
Wow, we will all stand behind Madi.
Oh yes.
The government is going to lose this case. They're going to look very bad internationally, and Madi is going to be a national hero. In fact, international hero like Madi Nega after case. Okay. Any lawyer who defend them, you will be a hero. So I'm sure the lawyers will even run to defend them for free.
Okay. That's very good. It's good name don't point out no. Subs yang na maragal. We'll take a diplomat la way ragal. So man hardcore la, real hardcore. So diplomatic swag la de. So naka how to call it? Daba. Na ñu back to Gambia Press Union. In 2017, the United Nations Fund, ñu ngi leen joxoon about $220,000 pour gars yi embark on certain projects yoo xam ne dañ ko waroon a def pour make sure ne of course government bi buñ dee intervene or di interfere seen liggéey. So far you've dealt with a lot of them. Seen president is a good guy, I know, Sirif Bojang Jr. ak ñum Sekou Jammeh. But so xoolee gars yi seen liggéey so far since bu gars yi ñëwee into place nan ngay géejee seen performance d'abord.
About difficult man ma George leen.
No, because some
the information that is needed on these projects is not coming out. Understand?
Wow.
How much?
No.
The level of implementation.
You don't even have to go direct to the whole sense projects. No, Sabah. When you ask question, then no, ask question. So keep on learning. In any way, that gives law current government with the either pressure guy to a point when you perform sense and duties. Lola will.
No, can't want to
not only engagement projects, but you can also come under them.
You want the bigger. You see, most self-censorship currently money exists in all these media houses.
The private ones.
Private media houses. Self-censorship money happen because of their personal business interests. Lolu mo nekk di happen. Understand? But
minus Fatu Network.
No, I don't know.
Fatu Network is independent.
Very independent.
No, so the issue of official la.
In my real country.
Because you also have to happen. You have to do nekk di Giss Giss. Lan mo da most of these private TVs ku ñoo jël Giss Giss on their platforms. Understand? It's true. Okay, I'm not from there when you don't produce some document, some content, because you will see it. Excuse me, Lajo.
What has sent to Star TV?
No, before Star TV, the man production house we see one the full Understand? I'm not letting your excuse of okay, no, we should write a new contract and all this.
But man from there, when that issue of that land issue came from the TDA, I was straight away. I'm not so far. I don't think that the production of Giss Giss will continue. Because a lot of these people are business people and they're out there to make profit. They can say whatever they want to say. Then book a Gambia, we should be patriotic, but they are not. They put their personal interest ahead of general interest for welfare of the people. So Ken Bumla Gomlone mom did not sacrifice personal interest. Okay, man, I'm a business guy, I do business. But if you know Giss Giss, sometimes you meet people in town, you know that they are business people. Like, no, are you a business guy or look at the Giss Giss and you talk about this thing? But I'm like, hey, look, man, can I know small water? You understand? And I don't need anybody to do my damn can put me on my contract or madam Binyan can put me on my contract. I believe in myself, I believe in the goods and services that I give, and they are of top quality. If you want, you come for it. If you don't want, that's your business. I don't have to sugarcoat things or nehal government or nehal bena managing director for my business. No. Because you know a poor digger, need from that gong yala be trust or force. But so how I Gambia right now, most of these private business people, they focus more on the millions of dollars they make in their bank accounts.
So generally, what's your opinion on the press?
Mongala one, press me.
Wow.
Most of them don't like at the central center.
Especially Gambia
Okay.
President. Yeah.
But most of these media houses, before you start getting houses, they include competent, qualified journalists. You know how they train, fair and salary correct, but you don't just go and pick high school graduates or dropouts because you pay them less and then go run a media house. It doesn't go that way. You have to be professional. So we get the media business, business. You need to invest on your human resource because you use the content, they got published. Because sometimes some of these journalists, the kind of reporting they do, understand that? Okay. Lolo is a problem for the media house owners, new more media houses. They need to start investing. Then the University of the Gambia, then you have School of Journalism, people graduates young and young. Why not you recruit those people and then you pay them good so that you will write content so money only didn't have okay, Lee is coming from a journalist. But okay, while they chapa we report, no disrespect to anyone. It's a person. But we keep them as a person. Then go to them jang. Check out reporting you guys from the national media to private radio stations, I journalists, I DJ of the DJ and one, change of government, they made themselves journalists. And no matter you see a lot of confusion with no, I'm telling you, that's the truth. So what I'm going to do media houses, you know, or have commentary more, they will a journalist. They will DJ Mbala, they will a journalist. So I think national GPU needs to come out. You write to all these media houses, you start to identify, you know, like a journalist, and like an entertainer.
And GPU and correct the question. Okay.
I think now to tell you the truth, nobody agree with me, and I always tell them my thing. Some of them, I have no access to them. I always tell them what I think. But I think you get try with the little resources that they have and the kind of country that they operate, whereby you got the endangered journalism just like a person or you left a job. But I think, you know, they had the St. Journalism School in GPU and I think they're giving training to some of the kids. The important point, they encourage media houses when you start the fair hands to send staffs and you train them professionally. So that they can do their job professionally. But sometimes, some of the reportings in Giss that they have more.
Yeah, but GRT's mom, they're very good. Very good. They're reporting and everything. Because, you know, don't just know do over like that. Sabali, so opinion about GPU.
Because you work with GRT.
No, not really that. No, Sabali, you know very well because you were there as DG.
I'm an independent panelist here because I'm DG.
No, not that. But then young for one. In that capacity,
I think of late. I'm not even ready to do Swatel.
No, they're very good. Sabali, we'll do some opinion about GPU.
Capacity at GRTS has been tremendously eroded over the past 3 years.
Okay.
GRTS don't build capacity. Nyam Fatu Jase, Nyam Boybi, Nyam Ablai Baji, you name them. Nyam Dekumba, they all left. It's an erosion of capacity.
Because
the institution is weaker today than when Jame left.
That's very true.
That's a fact.
But that's a point too. I agree.
Even you left. Even you. Well, I left French department.
Well, I left because
you don't read French.
Oh, bonjour.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, it was very nice. Sabali, let me know back to
program. Yeah,
what's up?
What's up? It's a very cool program.
Yeah, it was a good program. So, Sabs, you know, to GPU, Giss Giss, and so far,
really, if you want them to have a nice weekend, just don't let me talk about them. GPU as an institution is weak. Because when they criticize government, when you see they get a bomb. How can you have a group of friends run a national institution for COVID? So if Barrow picks his cronies, makes them minister, what do you have to tell Barrow? It's a bojo situation. Feel and thought GPU president assault a journalist of this institution. And some of them thought that was okay. And our ceremony biga hamni yep affaire si bera borla dene. GPU let them put their acts together. Falabuga and so we will continue like they will not sleep this weekend.
Seriously, it's a weekend. It's a weekend, and they've already had a tough week with the Mahdi Jobate issue. They were all rallying behind Mahdi. So please allow them to have a good weekend. Sabali. I mean, so Giss Giss, you know, I think one thing like Lagay Waraham, xam nga liggéey dang ko jox kiko mun not ko buga be pare they themselves also the journalists not
si proba bi
ankay
ko di ateri la kana di teri la joxal liggéey bi hariti liggéey bi lu ko jox yow sa harit
exactly there you go exactly so and then again when you're doing a job, you know, because there's a difference between a career and a job. A lot of people, you find them doing things because it's an income earning thing for them. A lot of people, they're doing things because it's a career. They've invested in it. They suffered, they toiled and became that. So, niño defe affaire bi, ak ki nga xamne fekke moko ci bolé o daf yefi jappandal la hankay la yefi jappandal la daf ko tiyende ko rek be am lim buga o am lenen liko gënal mom way lolu gënal ko so lolu da nga gis ne difference bobu nonu motax ñuy dé gis the output of most of their work but then I'm just going to say like the institution itself as GPU they've grown because looking like in the Jammeh days, you know, ñom tam nek na ño xamne suffer nañ a lot. And then a lot of people, you know, ñeme ñu won pour wax because of the way the country was. But right now, after everybody fought so hard, then this new dispensation, the institution has been restructured. You could really see them as, you know, a well-structured body now than before, because then it was really fragmented. But then again, caution, what, you know, the kicking attitude among themselves is not a professional way of doing business. They are all journalists. Yes, they can be friends, they can be family, but then when it comes to the execution of the job, they should put that aside and execute it.
Is within GPU, or are you referring to journalists in general, all of them?
All of them, because they're the body, but then GPU itself, it takes the journalist for you to say GPU.
Of course.
So when you're talking, it's not like the GPU, yes, the oversight body, but then the journalists themselves constitute the Gambia Press Union. So it goes to all of them. And then ñom tamit, you know, ku neka war nga mëna am sa stance, have a mind of your own, and not be yes sir, just because you want to be recognized, because you want to be a friend of somebody, and just be anything. And also, I mean, man, our problem for a journalist, you're supporting a party, because we're all individuals. First and foremost, before you become anything else, you are a Gambian, a human being, and then a Gambian. Then because of your Gambianness, you have interest in the issues affecting Gambian, then you choose your path or your career path. If you're a journalist, yes, have a party you're supporting or whatever, but then when it comes to execution of your duties, it has to be separated. You have to demarcate the line. There should be a fine line and execute it professionally, without bias, without fear, without favor. But then the problem we have with most of them is like, all the way from the institution itself, they're very, very partisan, and then they're very sympathetic with certain issues than a whole certain issues. When somebody is affected, you will see the way it's being treated than if somebody else is affected. Even among them, the journalists, you talk to them, I have a lot of friends, they will tell you. So that is what they need to do, and for them to be respected, and for them to reach the level that they deserve, for them to be recognized as an institution and be strong in this country. Why should allow themselves to be played, to be remote control, candle and respect, and they will be struggling and continue to fight. Even Benin government, so then you make a fight, exactly. Because allows and to get to that.
So can I pick something on NFU?
Okay.
And just to be fair to the press, Nenefa Amimfi is a national malaise. The issue of a job versus a career. Most of us, we're just looking for the slightest opportunity to know Ame Halis Dugal Kosin post. So long as we on this bandwagon, drill with them can. So it's not just GPU, people need to be counseled and advised and mentored to go in for careers rather than all these big journalists all over the world. It doesn't happen overnight. You know, Lord Jamu Dokotari. Why top fee, yani am job fee, elenga aman a Paris fele, nadem fele, or sometimes legi, senior good ligays you am to kill any I think this is something for the PMO or the Ministry of Education, as if we have a government.
Rafi, take us on this, and then you move on.
I will definitely say the level of journalism, news gathering, definitely dafa low si dëkk bi. Man dama de xool gars yi léegi ma ne okay, especially the early days of the new president. Most of them that time they were in the opposition. So buñ ñëwee into presidency, mu ngi mel ni ñoom ñu ngi feel ne bente ne okay ñun ñoo nekkoon on the same camp, so léegi we still have to remain on the same camp. The level of corruption at issues you happen in Gambia is very sad. Am that level of investigative journalism bu ko génnee. The other day there was somebody who called and mu complain mu ne yéen CA am na so many issues yu happen si dëkk bi yéen doo si wax dara and stuff xam nga, but the guy was talking as if man I know what's going on, which I really don't. I'm just a member si benn party. But I think journalists yi seen job la pour ñuy investigate di ko génne out in the public.
Okay, but let me tell you one thing, Rafi tamit. Yes. There is one thing, even so I mean ko xam ne dafa investigate, muy journalist or whatever.
Access to information.
Foog nga am civilian or ko xam ne ngay work for the government, ko xam ne is willingly pour mu génn ñëw joxe information. And always difficult.
No. You see all over the world. All over the world.
I don't agree.
No.
Of course, no. Foog nga am kenn ku drop down. Pare pour ñàkk a jobam. No, sir. Daba baabu ñëw.
Mustafa.
No, I actually wanted to mention.
The two stories. Benedict about the Blackstone. Benedict about
the Mulligan investigation.
Guys, we cannot mention one case. The corruption.
No, Rafi, look how you get criticized and we broadly criticized. So there is a specific. This guy is not actually my friend at all, and he knows it. But he's one of the finest, and he's blazing a trail, setting a trend. I think we should recognize it. Mustafa Dao, formerly of Chilfab.
Okay, Rafi.
Okay, generally speaking, in any country that you go in the world, journalists they establish sources. Right now. So then gisee what's going on in the States. The fact journalists yu dem bi liggéey ba xam ne Trump dañ ko joxoon ne Russians yi dañuy fay Afghans yi pour ñu rey soldiers yi. And Trump didn't act on it. But they have their sources. So buñ tam suñu journalists yi fii dañu war a professional enough da nga xam ne da ngaa develop sources. Man dama de toog léegi ma am i government workers yoo xam ne dañuy ñëw di ma wax yu garaaw yu di happen si government. Yeah. So same thing la journalists yi war a def. Ñun fii suñu journalists yi dañuy just report. Mooy man damaa dem ma wax dara ñu ne Rafi wax na lii ak lii. It's very simple. Hold on, for example, even when they go to the courts, when they report, they actually take word for word. We don't even understand those words. Those are all legal terms. Da nga dem nga read Financial Times, nga read Washington Post. They break it down so simple ba nga xam ne even somebody in primary six su ko read da nga understand. Fii da nga ubbi newspapers nga gis words yu fa nga dem. Sometimes some of them they think ne when they use those big words, the they look very professional, which makes them look very odd. Because the man is a court. So like a journalist that is reporting on the courts. You dafa am ni nga mëna diversity court bi, yi fa wax nga break down nga faram fàcce ko bo xamne the ordinary person is still supporting the court. But the man ñu wone defendant a prosecution with the PW that one. You know what that is. So it's like all those things is what they should work on.
Okay.
They should work on their reporting, and we should have more of investigative journalism. Because corruption will happen, and nonsense you have every day. Whole COVID 5 billion bir bu gañu wax rek yow su la waxe té rek ma ngi diga case bo xamne mënu mako understand sax ki dafa ñu explain ne mom la ko jox ben deal bo xamne he gave them $500,000 kickback. Lolu la jox té deal bi mu ngi ci am $4.5 million profit. La am ci deal bi. So imagine okay, honestly, where are our journalists that's supposed to do this work?
Okay.
season fii boo xam ne nii man join ma fa. I've spent all my time.
Okay.
Moo tax ma xam ñu bari.
Okay.
But the thing is, lu ñu war a civil society groups yu fi nekk dañ dee am funding, and the reason why they're giving these fundings is because of dañ am a project boo xam ne dañ ko war a dox. One changes la guy am si life nit.
Okay.
We can name NGOs if you like. I mean, the bit and you get NGOs, you get your big projects. But you go to the houses of these people, you can run this institution. You get some you get all expensive, some you get them private schools, and they keep making noise. Yeah, government definitely, but the young collect house in the name of the people. They are use for your personal use. Understand? So, there is no much difference between civil society and government because corruption the more we both aspects la nekk di laal so pour nga xool nit ki accountable foog yow sa boppam nga njëkk a clean nga mën a ekkati sa loxo nga taxaw nga ekkati sa loxo nga wax ne man dama set parce que soo gisee yenn critique yu bëri oo yenn lifin yu bëri day mën a xakum man su ma leeree ne am na clean am na ku ma xamal dara si fi corruption du ma taxaw di waxi corruption understand and corruption pour ñu xeex ko it has to begin from our homes. You know, need to know data because we can blame Barrow, we can say Barrow this, Barrow that, but Barrow even corruption in Gambia. Corruption has been existing since 1965.
Okay.
No, we can all agree on those things. Maybe 1965 la Gambia independent. 1965 to date, ñaata projects ñoo dugga biir Gambia. ñaata civil servants ñoo liggéey biir Gambia. Civil servants yi koo dem sa kër am na benn kër ñaari kër ñetti kër. Seen doom yi ñu ngi dem private schools. You understand? You get I 2-3 wives.
So like Daba, just go straight to the point now. So opinion about these people and then move. Because time
is whole government or the civil servants accountable. You think about forming accountable.
Okay.
Corruption is two ways.
So you feel that they are not doing their job? Really? Voilà.
No, nekkuñ di def seen job. Su ma waxee loolu am na ñu nekk di def seen job.
Okay.
Generally, don't generalize everybody.
Okay.
I'm not your for example, like when I always say this, like Nilu Drama is one person from the civil society. Man, I have huge respect for that guy. He's somebody called a man, the Mohammed Ali, Munmalawa. Man, definitely low how many man that must feel like that's not better.
Okay.
And I can tell you, so of the census, you talk to almost all the Gambians you interact with, they will tell you the same thing.
Okay. Okay.
So for some media alone, I'm going so ahead, you didn't go there. People will listen because they have no more that come in because we go do that. But so nega man mangi liggéey ci NGO. So ma amé project funding ni $10 million. Ma jël $3 million def ko suma poste. Man dama hold government accountable. You think government will listen to me?
Okay, Sabali on that. So opinion about activism.
I mean, look, mankind, I think there are only a few genuine ones. I don't know who to point out actually. But most of them they are dalasivis. Ko luñu def yépp pour dalasila. Halis tuki. Prominence. And that's why Munyo wax dega dawa def fi wax Lena in the beginning in his initial submission. When Haruna Jatta was killed here, practically it was only APRC and the people of Honyi who were making noise. Where were all these Dalasivists? Hanga so you get dekabi jem kanam from you want therefore there has to be a division of labor and specialization economics for some field.
No,
you understand? Activist, they are activist, not by politician, you are a politician. Why also want to activist, not a politician? So politician you definitely bondo na.
So how about
it takes a game?
So how about
you understand?
Somebody, how about activists you have in political parties? So view on that?
That's wrong.
Is that okay? Still, because no conflict of interest.
They cannot go simultaneously.
No, that was by man lima wa defa leer. Be an activist and a politician. So they don't a specific incident that I mentioned like I have 1 million words in my mouth.
No, I'm just asking.
Like a politician, like an activist.
Okay.
There has to be division of labor and specialization. And no matter partly, the Haruna Jatta case, there was no noise until 4 years later. Then what happened? This is not Dekabi. ñun ñëpp a bokka ñun ñëpp mbokka nañ.
So you feel that saf na leer because Haruna Jatta APRC member la moo tax loolu nga bëgg a wax. Because of APRC la leen.
No, su nekkul APRC dëgg bi moo nekk at that time. A lot of people, people
were applauding.
They refused to stand for Aruna.
Perfect.
And they made it look like they come like APRC and the Jolas and the Foni people. And that's the fact.
They have a role in this society. And I'm not saying they are all corrupt also. Daba testifying for Jundu, we testify for somebody, Rafi will testify for. We have good people in every segment. Why activists that we need them. Why let them be independent actors for the sake of Allah? Why will Jill Harris be the detail? The Black Lives Matter thingy, partly because nobody came. Americans deny them visas. These activists are yearly fellows.
Mandela
Washington Fellowship.
Back to the activists getting Adama Barrow, getting this government. This is the fact.
Okay.
You are like an activist now, foreign ministry now,
Diplomatic passport.
How can you go and tell that foreign minister the truth? He might never be Ansu. I mean, I don't want to demean them. I don't want to underestimate their value. We need them. I'm going to solo. Why dal? Anywhere in the world, activists so come again. Yes, anywhere. Why you gonna activists na bugulo niyo bulo police? You gonna activists every evening and then she start talk at Chape. It's not gonna work. Activists are then betray Madi Jobate. You're not gonna betray because if we had enough people at that place, maybe Madi would run times up to that long symposium.
Yeah.
Let's clean the mess. You get Johan government.
Okay.
The rest of the finger are on all of us. And set action go.
Okay. So Giss Giss, and then you move to Rafi.
Well, again, you know, I'm going to be the devil advocate here. Liep is new to us because, again, for far too long, everybody has been silenced. A lot of people could not speak. You don't speak, sir. They were speaking, you know, away from the jurisdiction, you know, where Yaya Jammeh will have access to them and here and there. Hang on, Sarali.
I'm not you to have credit. I'm Cindy Hellman. If you want to work all along, definitely.
But I did not say everybody was away. I did not say that.
We've had them. Definitely, they've been there. So
some people were speaking, not everybody was aware.
You don't want, you don't send credit,
okay.
So Nikin, I'm a side deal with this mayor. I'm not interested.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay.
So it's new to them. So at the end of the day, you understand? It's a matter of a job and a career, a passion or an income earning activity. And then a lot of them also, this activism, you know, you have these NGOs funding them for their activities and here and there. They're so into it, you know. I'm not accusing anybody. Let me put a disclaimer here. No, I'm not.
No, just go ahead.
Okay, this is Giss Giss and I'm Nene Frida Gomez. You don't associate my name with Ragal anywhere. So don't even try it. So the thing is, then you are separate, Lulu, because the idea is so the activism. You're not affiliated with a party, with an organization, with an institution, with government. Then they wanna do your work with passion. Then they wanna do wholeheartedly. You speak without fear or favor. You speak without paying attention to who it's going to affect or who's going to be hurt about it or who's going to be affected. You are just, your main interest is the issues that you're trying to tackle and to see to it justice is done. Why? So you are affiliated and then maybe come affect Rafi Suma friend la, Nyoboka, party, we hang out, we kiki, and then it affects Rafi. I'm going to be too careful what I do because knowing right now the media is going to take it in the evening, man get to say Rafi, nakalay Holland Degu, understand, people's character needs to be questioned as well. It lacks a lot in this country. Because of Munuma understand, Manak Sabali, man must want an activist la, and then Sabali is involved in so many dubious deals or whatever, man did not speak on Sabali Limodef Ayuno, because we see the selectiveness in issues in this country. We see it is blatant. It's not even hidden. So once we want to call ourselves activists, the word itself, let's be activists.
Okay.
And like Sabali say, let's not be dollar civists.
Okay, okay. Rafi, so opinion.
Well, I'm just going to use myself as an example. Activism and politics, they don't go hand in hand. So then when I was here, earlier Giss Giss, the way I was talking, actually is different. Because time I was an activist, I can say whatever I want without any kermunumati. But since my publicly Bokafi party, my joint say, I have to be measured in certain things I say, because sometimes when I say it, it's not Rafi's opinion anymore, it's the party. So these two are very different. But the reason why I left activism, I joined politics, because the magazine activism in Gambia, they man, for example, like if man ma am per project, okay, let's say man madam si obbi, madam gis fa ben school bo xamne amun chairs, okay, man maybe am na halis bi to provide those chairs, but how ma logistics bi ak know-how bi of getting those chairs to that place. Mun suñu activism yi day war a dogo ba nga xam ne man mun naa dem tap comme su dee débat mu ngi am benn activité dafa over ñoom dañu over federation bi ba si that area. I can go to man débat man de dama am yenn chairs yu ma bëgg a di donate school bi. So su ma ko jëlee débat def project bi man as long as man demoon naa foofu gis naa ne gars yi amuñ toogu and I want it to happen and I gave them money to débat for débat to happen. I should be happy. But fii ku nekk dafa bëgg a jël crédit. Even su dee yow sax mënuloo def loolu da ngaa try pour def ko pour oote. So di nga loolu moo laaj man loolu laa observe at the short time bu ma nekkee activité because I used to be in Gambia started and short time bu ma fa nekkee laa gis ne daal lii moo ko nekk na sa problème. So dañu war a am more of déggoo pour ñu mën a gën a dem like Sabally said dañ ko soxla si dëkk bi. Activism ak journalism dafa important si dëkk because ñoo dee keep check with the government because doole doo ko jël nga ne ko jox ko kenn foog doole bi nga koo check. Léegi lu ma la wax rek mooy ñoom ñëpp dañu war a toog ñu xam the difference of a politician and activist. It's not the same. They are not the same baax and I think they can see from me my transformation bu ma go through du mën a on ñu xam ne they are not the same. So nañu xam lii ba pare tam whatever you doing gis nga déggu su si amee billahi any mission boo bëgg a def da nga koo achieve. Gis nga ñun bu ñoo jóg pour taxawal Gambia Side defuñ ko because dañ si séntu xaalis defuñ ko because dañ bëgg a international body yi ñëw fon ñu defuñ ko dara lu suñ mission bu woon dañ bëggoon a seen Yaya Jammeh one message pour mu xam ne enough is enough nañu abal dafa lose election bi nag keneen ñëw. Gis nga after loolu I can tell you man I was in the executive of Gambia Side dañ dee am a lot of people ñu dee pour fon ñu duñ dee sawar a dem sax bu ko xam nga lan la ñuy wax do we need their money we don't need their money ñun luñ bëgg a def ñu leen dañ leen mën a flop def ko so loolu mooy activisme doo ko exactly suñ la joxee xaalis rek am moom nañ la mën nañ la wala waaye ñun ñoo dee def everything suñu boobaa suñ bëggee billboard ñoo ko defal suñu boobaa suñ bëggee t-shirt ñoo ko defal suñu boobaa suñ bëggee def any symposium ñun ñoo dee flop ñu organise programme bi def ko so gis nga loolu dafa important because the moment nga avancé booba rek keneen dina jox xaalis rek moo la contrôle so man lu ma ñaan rek mooy dëggalaa wi nit dem but I think dañ gën a war a ñëw together ñuy coopérate ba pare ñu bàyyi politics ñoom ñaar ba rendoo
so fu mu nekk nii time bi bëriwul but then nañ talk about this internal state security. I think it's very important ne recently ñu ngi gis
are we gonna talk about now?
dinañ wax na of course but quickly like just benn question laa leen about this because amuñ enough time and then dinañ ñëw back to this maybe later ñu ngi gis recently seen CDS bi mooy of course suñu CDS bi ñu ngi meet President Adama Barrow and we know the economic chunk of new funding most of them are Senegalese and you know Sabally ba ñëw ak Sabally this then daba yow mën ngaa ñëw and then we continue so there was a federation in between Sabally am na federation bu fa nekkoon boo xam ne it lasted for just 7 years between 1982 ba 1989 and we confederation perfect Senegambian confederation perfect so the idea was pour Senegalese yi ñëw help in the side of security and other sectors of course yow right now ñu ngi gis ne Senegalese yi mostly ñoom ñu gën a close to Barrow mun naa ne ñoom ñoo gën a jege Barrow because ñoom ñoo ko di gën a protect So sa gis-gis in this, because we know ne am na soldiers yu bari yoo xam ne they are not really happy about it, because ñu ngi gis incident boo xam ne Ismaila Tamba Sunday 19 May 2019 was shot by GAF members yi, and then ñu ngi gis buñ seetee dañ gis ne Tamba was part of army bi and then mu bàyyi. Right now there are a lot of armies yoo xam ne ñu ngi woon si GAF and then nekkatuñ fa as a member anymore. Subs economic ñu ngi fi nekk, and then am na ñu nekk di génn because they are not happy for the fact ne economic ñu ngi fi still. Ñeneen ñi they are not happy because ñu ngi believe ne seen tribe, for example ñu ngi si Jola tribe bi, and then nekkuñ di leen consider anymore. Nanga nekk di géejee système bi, of course I'm very sorry the question is too big ak yooyu noonu, but I just want you to cut it short because time bi dafa gàtta. Sa gis-gis ci economic nu ñu fi nekkee first, and then sa gis-gis ci Gambian army bi, and then you move on quickly. You don't know.
You arrest me because you want to arrest me.
No, because I'm with time. I'm going to get into detail and then take some time walk up about.
But Ansu, the fact is, like you said, this is not the first time the Senegalese are here.
Yeah. And
the first time they came, the purpose they came for is the same purpose they came for this time. Self-perpetuating rule. They came to reinstall Jawara and protect him. They came here to install a puppet for Macky Sall and to keep him here. And now, since coronavirus and we have two economic guys bringing corona here. It's not good for the country. We said this at Giss Giss before Ibrahim Asila fired us from that platform. We all agreed it's not sustainable. You can't keep them forever here. Our soldiers are not happy. As this man, somebody took in the upcoming, somebody say Gambian soldiers, they salute. I'm happy to see my own brothers providing security for this country. Senegalese soldier, Nigerian soldier, Gambian leadership. Our commander-in-chief is not in charge. He's got an incompetent defense minister. Now they want to bring the worst ever commander of the army, Dawja, to impose on us. Okay. But we have a solution. 2020 when they all are.
Okay, so how about GAF members? You know how many get by army, and most of them.
Well, it's disaffection, disillusionment. I mean, this army anywhere in the world is a pride to serve your nation. American soldiers who see uniform, they have a key. They have a more deaf. While you let ici fii ñu ici ñu gën a xeeb si àdduna bi yëpp Sénégal ñu leen ici fii pour ñu indi suñu soldats yi nekkut.
No, but Saps,
loolu la foog ñu bàyyi
lu ma la bëgg a laajte. Yow la nga foog ne moo nekk reason behind army yu nekk di bàyyi right now, because we know that there are a lot of them.
It's a question of pride and dignity. So nekk sa réew ñu ici la sa néew bi nga xam ne kooku moo la gën a xeeb si àdduna bi yëpp pour ñu indi so di la toroxal.
Okay, so nekkut idea of, for example, am na ñoo xam ne ñu ngi woon, let's say sant nañ Tamba rek and then gis nañ leen Joola lañ and then you feel ne ñoom they excluded. That is the reason why Gambia loolu bokk wala nekk na part of it.
If you try, it's too sensitive. Yeah. You know, I think the government made some mistakes in the beginning. I think they realized that you get try to
fix that,
correct for that.
Okay.
But I don't think it's only one side.
It is really unfair.
I think Soldari generally they are not happy whether you're Mandinka, Wolof or Fula.
Okay.
Generally the soldiers are not happy. Well, come to Indian if you try, you know, advice Adama Barrow.
Yeah.
Omar Faye, he got the record and Bahut Army as a leader. At the corrupt and tribalism down there, they're trying to reinstall into the Armed Forces Council, then by LCF tribe.
Yeah.
So that is son and
is very important.
Not consider. You know, have Nelen, why if he head. Gambia man madam Nigeria and by if he head. Kuneka on the head, be who you are, don't disrespect, demean or belittle another tribe. Okay. That's all I have to say, and I'm not gonna make a mention another single word on this.
Okay, Daba, so opinion on this, and then you move on.
No, one small opinion is, how am I coming to me talking that we know for me? There was a time every Gambian wanted to come into.
Not me. Not Rambo, not Fabakari.
No, because you're never at the young Fabakari, so guys don't look at what I def.
Most Gambian.
Most Gambian. Wow. Young Rambo. So Gambian, boom Gambian losing election. I accept on defeat. So they want to continue. Madam retire. We don't argue this level. But you know, at the National Assembly, we declare a state of emergency. You understand? And nullify the election results. And this Gambia.
You nullify, but Gambia.
No, but is there a government? No, I'm not government anymore. Understand? No, so you get credit of what happened.
If you saw that,
so Gambia accept all the good things in Gambia government. They need to accept also some of the mistakes. They should not just shift it to Gambia. So
they never did.
Pour man economic. The mandate bogunul never like Senegal new Zealand. Probably look at Senegalese soldiers you can have because Senegal in terms of logistics at that time could respond. Senegal is closer to
they always wanted to colonize or something.
So they bara end. They underline Ghanaian soldiers in your and Nigerians. gisuma fa Sénégalais.
les Ghanaians yi.
understand.
Nigerians yi ñu ngi airport.
waaw non am na some Nigerians su fa nekkoon.
non les Ghanaians yi dafa
waaw les Ghanaians yi.
Okay.
So gisuma fa Sénégalais because it's close to the Senegalese border. But ñi fa nekk they are not Senegalese. Okay, Senegalese forces yu nekk tam in Gambia. They are not here as Senegalese forces. They are here on the economic contingent bu ñëw.
No. It's not accurate.
Okay.
There is a separate Senegalese contingent in the country. Rafi, do they go?
Yes,
The ones in Foni.
No.
Okay.
Man déglu naa economic.
non loolu dara wóoruma sax xaw ma nag waaye mais yu mat bi daal.
I'm not SARS. Man, su ma amee lu ma gënal. I have brothers, I have friends in the Gambian National Army, and I respect them. I will definitely want them to take control. But tamit loolu su ñoo blame. dañoo blame Masana Kinde ak CDS. because moom lañ indi after the change of government. pour mu ñëw mu transform the army.
but who's his boss?
waaw di ko explain no but you one thing.
He has a commander-in-chief.
One thing is not to understand.
Okay.
The president will only act when it comes to the military based on the advice of the CDS and the Minister of Defense.
He has.
This guy is not somebody who never served the army like Jammeh. Understand the nitty-gritties of the military. No. He will only act based on advice being called out. If they make him believe man duma su Gambia National Army, I respect them. But what happened 2016 su happen toog su nekkoon ne économique ñëwul ba tey Jammeh mu fi nekk Adama Barrow di fi nekk programme bi ñu def duñ ko def dañu ante dégg des xam nga buñ
waaw léegi lan moo sa opinion lan moo war a
mooy ne
waaw
they need to have an exit plan parce que mënuñoo continuer I agree understand nga waaye nag so long as ñoom ñi nga xam ne ñoo amee dis ñoom lañ entrust with the security of the country ñoo xam how fan la seen level of naka la security sector reform bi toolu how prepared is our military pour ñu living seen mind ñu reset seen mind from what used to entail because right now ñu ngi complain about policy lu ñoo def you understand so especially right now nii léegi nga génnee économique fekkat military bi ñu ngi am that same mindset of being loyal to one person okay for example now ñu shift seen loyalty to Adama Barrow
Which
ñu
they
ngay
have
dem
done.
2021 ñu ngay dem elections can the state use them mënut a use gars yi pour entrench seen bopp or to reach elections and win lan mooy happen you think soo daaxee économique right now ni apprenti ñu dem ëllëg nga am problème you call them in
So that was sa opinion mooy gars yi moom
te
state.
so gars yi war a des léegi.
diggante Gambia non pour man they need to have an exit plan.
Why don't you explain? You don't even feel good for it.
In the next 1 year or in the next 2 years, loolu man du suma responsibility. It's the responsibility of people who are entrusted with our security.
So you are fine with them.
Man, I'm fine with everything.
Well, okay,
diggante Gambia Sénégal. Diggante Gambia Sénégal. ñun dañu am benn geographical location relationship boo nga xam ne loolu mu neex ñu mun na xari ñu ñaari dëkk kenn mënu ko séparé. And lu important mooy foog ñu am certain agreements between two countries yi pour ëllëg moo tax understand nga so loolu nag politiciens ñoo ko decide mu neex Adama Barrow mu neex Harim Macky Sall mu neex beneen government buy ñëw soo nekkee si opposition mun ngaa wax lu bëri waaye soo demee ba toog si toogu bi li nga wax doo ko def parce que diggante Gambia Sénégal in terms of defense in terms of transport in terms of economy suñu ñaari dëkk dafa maay. so ku la wax ne Gambia mun na moo demal boppam independently or duñ am yeneen agreement yi waxi politique la laa wax. As much as I love Gambia. but the truth
nee na sa gis-gis on this and then Rafi ñu ñëw with last question bi about nawet ñu close programme.
The thing is dëgg la économique bi tooguñ rek ñëwal seen bopp situation moo warantoon pour ñu ñëw. And pour man, I don't see the reason why they should be here until now. Because that situation has been addressed. And again, Sabali has said this is not the first time they come into the Gambia. The first time they came, it was for a purpose, and then at the end of that, they left. Why would they stay here? Because, you know, if you understand, they told you, like they stayed, they were supposed to leave a long time ago.
Yeah, there was a time you don't support guy.
And then,
exactly.
No, for an
extension was requested.
Okay.
The extension, a request was made for an extension. What's the justification for that? That's what I don't understand. Yes, our national army, you know, they had their flaws during the IJME. And we all know why they were that. Because the army was, you know, here for a very long time. But then if they were not serving a person like Yaya Jammeh, would they have been that way? Because again, we know it was all a matter of directives from the top. Directive from the top, like they just told us the other day from the police station when we went there to report with Mahdi. Exactly. We've been, you know, We've been asked to tell you to come tomorrow. And what do you mean I've been asked? Who told you? You know the directive came from the top. I thought that word has been buried. I thought that word entered the aeroplane and left with Yaya Jammeh. But for some reason, you remember the last time I said here. The last time I said here. Yeah. But then no. But then the thing is, you know, people should use their conscience to execute their duties.
No.
That's the thing.
No, hold on. So this is an armed force. I'm not justifying whatever you do. Why obey and come?
No, I don't mean the army. I mean like being aware that
the discipline force is the same.
Okay, but then that is wrong. That is wrong. This directive from the top, the issue thingy is wrong. That's what I'm saying.
What in your charge now? Why is an internal mechanism? Lolo is the same in America at FIDE.
But
order as a security guard.
However, whether it's an internal thing, it's an obey and command or whatever, wrong is wrong, regardless of where it is, if from the top, from the middle, or from the bottom. Okay. That's all I'm saying. So, wrong is wrong. But then my thing is, you know, after send mandate, send time I've not seen a justifiable reason why an extension was requested. Poor man, it's just because somebody is so paranoid. Somebody has, you know, blatantly promised us something and then change his mind and feels that people are angry, people are bitter, people are not ready to take it. You think you want somebody, you need that help and backup. Hang on. What is the reason why they are here? What's the reason why they are here? But because the reason is because one person needs them in the country. You and I do not need them. You and I do not need them because they're not protected. What is the economy doing for you, Daba?
They're doing a lot for me.
Am I surprised? No.
I can tell you the TRRC don't happen. No, I can tell you for a fact because you know why?
What does it got to do with each other? What relation? Where's the correlation here? But at the end of the day, their time was finished. They should have left. You understand? And then allow our own internal army to be restructured, the security reform to take place, for them to have charge and execute their duties as we expect them to do it. But then right now it's like you have a whole Gambian army, you're paying them, we are paying them, and what are they doing? Because you've taken everything else from them and outsourced it. That's my point here, and it's not done. It's not okay, and that is the reason. And that is the reason why they're angry. That is the reason why they feel they learn here, respect to them, join them some chair, join them some juice, tagun them full them waratel. They have all rights to be. And then again, the people you think they're the leader, from Masana Kinte to the Fai guy, koku mo feel ne how makana ko na the farafet mum that people always show on the TV, you know, and then to speak those English or whatever. That's all he does. What is his role? What does he do as a defense minister? You understand? Because people lead, they're not happy and they will not tell you any achievement since he came into that office. So what's the point? And my thing is they need to leave. If I have my way, they would have left like yesterday.
Thank you. On this and then you just close.
The issue of the economic forces is a very tricky one, because even I remember at the time when I was in Dakar, when people ask me about it, that do we advocate for intervention? As a Gambian citizen, you don't want to be out there saying yes, because that means you are surrendering your sovereignty.
That's very true.
But if you also say no, that means do we get So it was a very tricky situation. But on a wider context, I accepted the fact they're not doing anything, how do you think those people are going to feel? They're not going to feel happy at all. But I love the other time I was listening to Drame, the newly promoted CDS, and we know about this issue of tribalism. And we have very some mom, I'm not Sierra Leone. Mom gis na tribalism naka la yaay dikka mom. So mu ñu naka fi di chaane fi tribalism dañ xamne li du affaire chaan. So I'm having hope that at least with Drame, dina mën a indi the necessary leadership bu am we need for semblance of reform bi mën a am foofu noonu.
Okay.
Pour mën a because it's very important. Without security, ben dika du musam du am.
Okay. So léegi nañ conclude with this, but just 1 minute right, Daba 1 minute, Sabali 1 minute, because time bi jeex na tak. In fact dañ fay yokk about 15 minutes or something like that. Daba sa gis-gis si nawek rek, because bëgguma dama ko just generalize rek. Sa gis-gis si nawek. Because right now a lot of people ñu ngi face problem. In fact man mo boba keneen ñu ngi am problem in ndox, problem yi courant, ñi nga wax ne MDB is not doing well, ñeneen ñaa ngi wax ne biir nawet ñu ngi fay MDB. Sa gis-gis na gata.
Our problem electricity, our problem is but I have done.
Well, so gis rek in general.
Yeah, jokes aside, I think NAWEC needs to go a transformation process. Not only the machinery, but even human resource. Because advanced technologies are advancing. If the institution does not prepare its human capital, when you cope with the current technology, what happens? You put with the mindset of 1965 machine you install on NAWEC. It wouldn't go. Okay, machine you yagai, send consumption level is very high. So which means it gives the institution set operating cost. Probably normal accounting, they are running at a loss. Maybe you get account for how much they are spending every day. Gambians pay cost of electricity. So it's about management, it's about human capital, it's about machinery, it's about
MDB is okay.
No, man, how MDB is okay. Because you is okay. Man, you must have current. So somebody hold current. Harvard University. Boy, look, this guy didn't find a very document papers. He never have PhD. Never jangé Harvard. Never jangé Philip. No, Africa will need more the resource. No matter how educated you are, if you are not able to give results based on what you dollar for I don't feel that you should stay there. So
the guy needs to be
not only him, but managing director said then what a job. This guy they some JD. And then what they want a performance review every 6 months. If you're not performing, why would you waste time finding all the allowances and everything when the performance level? So Pullman is not about the person himself. Working on that. Institution doing that. And also man want to understand why. I'm not vetting informali, but I think I'm not institutional experience. The memory is there, everything, and I'm not the whole prolific. So man, it doesn't make sense to me why is it when you have somebody for all these things.
So Sabali, and then you move. Because
well, I agree Daba, NAWEC has a management problem. The problem with machine do anything. 1 year ago, services were better. You bring in a new MD, he wrecks the entire system. It's Alpha Robinson's fault, and I'm mentioning his name. How can you come into an institution, such longer cancel all contracts? All the jail side friends, the job contracts, fuel, lubricants, heavy fuel oil is more cost effective. Instead of the use of light fuel oil, because a friend if I'm essential, you robbing the nation broad daylight, massive young degenerate overnight. Look, I was Secretary General of the Civil Service. Before that, I was Budget Director. NAWEC they have some of the smartest engineers on the continent. I send results at O level and A level. In math, physics and statistics better than mine. They graduated top of their class in engineering. It's not a manpower problem. I mean, public service, we have our issues, but we have competent people in the system. Leadership management. Alpha Robinson should be fired. If he's not fired, man, personally, I'll mobilize the whole country for the first time. The real masses will come out. We will not accept this. We are paying car power how many millions of dollars? We are paying Senelec. We have our machines. How come? Kelok na dem sa office, dama la yerim, hit na ro buga sama wali. Your office was dark. How can the country move forward?
No, there's no issue. Don't get digga Let's okay. But I think Arabaro needs to start acting. Not only that, but a lot of these parastatals and institutions, he needs to start looking in. So we do your advice. You you get collect envelopes from some of these people, and they will never tell you what goes in your favor.
Okay, you move. Nene, say Giss on this, and then directly you close.
Again, I'm going to go back to say, so nini di joy to dara, bu ñeneen ñi toog si fële ne la di leen sànni ay banta, foog ne ñooñu dañ bari waa, ñooñu dañ ñàkk a soxla, or whatever amuñ li ñoo def moo tax ñuy wax. This nawet issue fii nii, dafa doy jógoon nañ. Waaye ñii jooy tut ñu bari ñu ngi wax tey. No, honestly. No, ñu bari ñu ngi wax tey yëpp nawet. Ba dafa doy jógee
Occupy Westfield la doy.
Occupy Westfield, exactly. Amul dara luñ waxul xale yooyu noonu. They are rebels, they are jobless, they are marijuana smokers, you know, some people are financing them, they're looking for money. Why nañ leen wax bu ñaaw bu nekk waaye ndaw yooyu liñ doon jóg pour ñaxtu pour jooy mooy ne dañ xeex pour génne fi dictatorship. So fu mu nekk ni there are basic things yoo xam ne dañ ko soxla ci dëkk bi. And nawet, electricity is one of them, water is one of them. Why suñ ko amutee naka lañ kan bi doxee ñu wax leen lu nekk jógoon nañ fi waxi fi land issue bla 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 ñi doon xaste ñooñu la affaire bi affect fu mu nekk nii exactly bañ koo wax ñu jox ko benn side ne sa groupe ñoo am problème bi léegi fu mu nekk nii mu ngi laal ñoo xam ne expectuñ ko woon sax ñu ngi jooju yëfi freedom of expression suñ waxee ñu naan dañ bari wax activism du gën a fële ne le maa di Westfield bla bla du gën a fële yooyu noonu right now understand nga ñi moo laal is going it's a trend understand nga fu mu nekk nii before you know it, who knows the man some of you they wouldn't call me for questioning. I'm the list actually. Because whatever question anybody asks me, I have an answer for that. So Malima understand that leadership is influence. Leadership is key. Okay? Nañ bay yefi suma xarit la ko jox suma mbokk la ko jox dama ko jox ko xamne ma ngi téye remote control bi saa yu ma ko pressé rek mu jóg saa yu ma ne ko jump mu ne ma how high nañ ko jox ko xam nañ ko jox ko eelo nañ ko jox ko pare pour liggéey koo xam ne bu tàngee ba tàng dina jóg kiram 2 o'clock 4 o'clock dem si office bi pour seet lan mooy the issues waaye yow yaa ngi tëdd sa kër yaa ngi am like 24/7 the poor people Ansu Jack right now ñu ne coronavirus okay Ken Munta dem school, Hale Yune TV education. Okay, a lot of people have invested a lot of money to install IT platforms in these schools just to have the kids to learn. But then how can those things work when the basic thing now is not in place? Right now, families have incurred a lot of expenses because you should install solar just to send them access to this online platforms. You better install like a generators. Those are costs you have they were not planned for. Understand that? So from economic when you're forcefully meeting all those expenses on poor people just because of one institution and now an institution. And then you don't even know the head and tail. I mean, I've asked about this Alpha Robinson guy, Sabali's friend. I don't know him from planet Earth. You have people who will tell you he's a great leader, he has, leadership skills or whatever. But man, I still refuse to accept that is really the truth if he's having problems because now it is fragmented. A lot of internal issues, a lot of fighting. Staff are being fired left, right, center, and stuff like that. One staff told me, okay, they're like, such a fuel, but then, a poor staff will have the salary of 5,000 because of such a gallon fuel. Actually, it's not even fuel. This in their sort is a generator, or whatever. I don't know what they're going to use it. I don't know. And then you have top people in your hand. They are stealing from the organization in the tunes of hundreds of thousands and millions. Doesn't make sense. Okay. You don't know because we deserve to have the basic necessities in this country. That is light and electricity. Okay. Coronavirus, wash your hands, wash your hands. How are we going to wash our hands when there is no water? You have to hear man like send board, not tilim, more than send pompe.
Of course.
How can people live like not tilim? Like we live in the jungles. We've gone past that era. So we need to really look into those things.
And then you close.
Well, now Nawek's problem is all down to corruption and mismanagement. Gis nga Nawek Gambia dëkk bu mel ni Gambia 2.3 million nit Gambia nga xam ne yeneen dëkk yi sax is like local government ba léegi ñun mu ngi am courant xam nga lu waral loolu corruption simple and plain gis nga when this new government came in amoon nañ a lot of good deals yoo xam ne suñ leen implement on fii dëkk bi courant du am problème but you know what ñu ngi calculate groupe bi su ñëwee lan ban kickback laa jox kii on every kilowatt bu ñu jaay ñii ñu ngi groupe bi mu ngi fële man I knew of 3 or 4 different groups yoo xam ne ñu ngi try pour indi seen compagnie pour lobby leen léegi let me give one perfect example car power arrangement bu nga amoon was not meant for a temporary solution ba xam ne su fi ñëwee ñu ne xaw ma 1 year la or so then after ñoom dinañ fix seen generator yi and all that but what happened by the time that contract was about to end seen generator yi benn pare wu si woon none of them was ready so it was either for them to leave car power to go back and there was no light in this country or to renew that contract loolu moo leen force pour gars renew contract bi gis nga NAWEC it is a very simple solution let them break this company into different parts power generation they can advertise it Sabally so amee company bu mën a provide brousse bi ak Bijilo come and have your power generation d'abord soo bu ne supply base they provide the electricity they send to the national grid bi jaay ko nit yi ñu collecte xaalis jox ku nekk xaalis su ko defee Sabally moom businessman la moom dafa make sure ne generator bi du mu sa fay because bés bu generator bi fayee he's not gonna make money you think man Rafi Diab if I was having a private company providing electricity for all of Gambia you think I will not be the richest man in West Africa I will be because you know what I'm gonna make sure my generators are running every single day but because of the systematic way ni NAWEC mel ak the corruption bu fa happen moo they don't care so you know what NAWEC dañ fa need proper reform nañ jël ndox bi ñu separate ko ñu jël NAWEC si boppam ñu split ko mu am power generation ak mu am ñu supply grid bi di nga yow su ko defee daa but you know what they will never accept that because you know why
They will get the kickbacks.
generator bi su jëna essence deal bi mu ngi see am baax generator bi su yaaxoo spare part bi gaa ngi see am xaalis generator bi su niree engine oil gaa ngi see am su ñëw purchase generator bi gaa ngi see am xaalis because léegi da ngaa gis sax suñu waree purchase generator benn staff mooy dem sol mbaxana ñu ko ba Europe pour mu dem nag dafaa dem xool machine bi yooyu yëpp suñu amoon power company su ko provide boo yeneen dëkk ay àdduna si yëpp that's how they do it Sénégal ba nga gis fii Sénégal courant du fa defee because you know why that's how they do it they have different companies that they invite they come and produce the power ñu negotiate ñu jaay grid national grid bi mu distribute ko and everybody got paid but because of corruption moo tax ba léegi courant du fay.
Let me say something before I answer. I feel that it's cheating. Okay, it's not like bill then. Light fare, you're not consuming and you're not going to pay for it. But now it's like they're selling cash power. Why isn't it that you buy cash power? You've already collected people's money and you're not giving us electricity. Purman is cheating, time value of money. Tell me that you will not have light the whole day tomorrow. Let me keep that $300 or buy food for my family. Understand me? I've expended something else. Or buy megabytes. Understand me? That's what I will do. And then I know that in 3 days time there'll be light for 2 days. I'll buy cash power and then consume it. So it's cheating, and I think we have to look into it. And Samuel is mobilized, and the right behind it. And then we need to.
And we are bringing real activity. The masses, not the dollar figures. Only the people are gonna come out, inshallah.
Okay. So by next week, inshallah. Next week, inshallah. Giss Giss inshallah. Next week, inshallah.
mbokk yi di seetaan li nga xam ne mooy gis-gis waxtaanee si li nga xam ne rek mooy yóbbu dëkk bi kanam.
The Constitution provides President can declare a state of emergency in 2 circumstances. Now I believe Gambia security is at risk for invasion. He has a right. Constitutional as it can last for 2 weeks.
yéen ñëpp gis ngeen ne dañu oote ne nañ ànd soppi nguur gi fi nekkoon loolu pexe la parti yi bokkuñu xalaat bokkuñu jubluwaay lii pexe la rek pour génnee ngu réew ci loxo benn nit te jubluwaay bi mooy won ne fexe nag nit ñi moom réew mi ne nañu ànd ci xel ñu tabaxaat réew mi.
Tegabimo, you want to be humble and everything. Why you are not an ordinary minister in this cabinet? That's true. Because you are head of the UDP, you are like a father figure to most of the... It's the fact. Whether mom accept or not, so the point is, because of that prominence the baro def la consult or legi yow ya de yobu ay nit ci baro pour mu appoint le lolu moy lacté dal li mo am
President Adama dafa am mandate because Gambians choose ne na liggéey réew mi mu tànn ay nit ñu liggéey ak moom man ci ñooñu laa bokk maa ngi liggéey ak moom
ngaje ko ani mela ay mol ay tiñarol min ke Gambia jang mol ka woleta ka foko APRC fananda do tiñaro to la alle mu stade le so ka APRC ta kala image de da kotenge isaje fu Gambenol kotenge si la pati ni la kotenge
no yalo say you are putting me in a funny position. Ka for drunk kam da ni fa de ko bita jahannam. Ni kala te ko kala